gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey everyone, it's your girl SC Bookgal 843, and this is Saturday. Well, no, Lord, I'm so used. I gotta get used to these new days, you guys, because it's a Tuesday night, and I am here with you. And of course, I've got a new author and a new book for you. Okay, but let's get some housekeeping things out the way. Okay, you guys. So, how many of you have already signed up to represent your state? I'm gonna wait. Oh, so you're telling me y'all don't know about the 50 states? Let me tell you a little bit about our 50 states, okay? So it's actually 55 now because we got the 50 states plus the 5 territories. We didn't want to leave them out, okay? So here is your chance as an author to promote your brand, okay? So for the entire year, you're going to represent that state. Now, here's the qualifications to represent a state, okay? So there's 3 ways you can represent a state. One, it can be your birth state. Two, it can be the state that your book has the origin in, or it can be the book, the state that you currently live in. So those are three: where you currently live, where you were born, and your origin of your book. Okay. So now, what does that mean? You will get an article. Okay. You will get interviewed by SC Book Gals and Friends. You will be interviewed by our producer, Angela Thomas Smith, known as the Queen of Collaborations herself. Then you would have a chance to get your own personal magazine cover with you, your book, in your state. I mean, come on, you guys. You can't beat that. Okay. So now there are some states that have already been planned. Okay. South Carolina, New York, California. I want to say Texas. But also, of course, there are going to be some states that nobody will claim. So states can be up for grabs. So contact us, me, Patrice Grimble, or you can contact Angela Thomas Smith and we'll give you more information about that. Okay. Also, I am looking for 4 African American Black book creators, content creators at that. I want to interview you guys. I think it'd be great for us to have a little round table and tell our author friends what we're looking for. You know, don't just give us any old anything. Let me tell you what we're looking for. Okay. So if you would like to be one of those authors, make sure one of those black content creators, make sure you contact me, Patrice Grimble, on any of my social media or SC Book Gals and Friends, and I will get you on the show and we can talk books, okay? So, you guys, I told y'all I had a new author for you, right? So, I have this new author. She is so sweet. Her book is about faith, and she gonna teach us our ABCs tonight. You can't beat that, right? So I'm gonna bring up author Sharday Jones. Come on up, girlie. I am great. I'm gonna bring you up in one quick moment. Hey, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I am doing great. So, welcome to SC Bookgals and Friends. But before we go
Thank
any
you. I'm so excited.
further, you have to tell us a little about yourself.
Yes. Well, my name is Shanette. Um, so I'm from a small town, Sandusky, Ohio. It's a really small town. So um, I'm a wife, a mother. Um, I started writing. Well, you want to get to that, right? You
Well,
want to get to the
go
writing.
ahead, girl. Go ahead.
Okay. So like back in the day, when I was in high school, I used to always just read books. I used to love reading and writing poems. And I always said I'm going to be an author. And God allowed me to do that. 2015, I published my first book. So
So what was the title of your first book?
my first book was titled Young Love, um, and that's just what it was about, young love.
Hmm. Okay. So we got our first book,
Yes,
Young
2000,
Love.
2015. My
Did
second
you
book was
did you say 2015?
2015. Yes, ma'am.
What?
Yes, yes.
Okay, and so your second book, what is your second book?
My second book is Chances. That was published in 2019. Kind of and I use the same characters, and this just shows like her as she grew up. My same character, her name was Rakisha. So instead of the young love, she just really wanted that bond with her father, and that's something that she always longed for. And then she finally met him one day because she grew up without a father. So after she met him, then like he was in her life, and he wanted to do all these things with her, but then it's like he was breaking her heart. So she dealt with, psychologically, she dealt with some things, depression and all that stuff in and out of her life. But then it's also a beautiful love story as well.
Okay, so now we got the young love and the older love or mid-age
Chances,
loving
yeah.
chances.
Yes.
So now what's your how many books have you published?
Three. This is my third book,
Okay.
Alphabet of Faith, and that's my first children's book, though.
S- Okay. So we went from love, the faith, from young love, the children's book.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now you gotta explain that.
Listen. So even as an author, as we grow up, we grow up, and
Yeah.
we become more mature. So now the Lord has blessed me. I'm the Sunday school teacher at my church for the little. I work with children, and they're really my motivation. So I want to kind of step into a new realm.
I remember teaching Sunday school.
What
I think
age
maybe it
group?
was. Oh, these were. Um, so I used to go to this church called Full Gospel Faith Tabernacle. It was right across the street from my grandma's house.
Mm,
And these were, I want to say, the 3 to 5s.
okay. Yes.
It was called instant birth control when you're in high school. You be around,
Yes.
praise you, Jesus, but I'm about to chop you in the back of your eye. You know what
Yes.
I'm saying?
Yes.
But that's a big, it's like literally two different worlds. So,
Yes.
were you able to use any of your techniques that you used for your first book into the ABCs of faith?
Well, actually, no. I think no, because like I said, that was Young Love is kind of rated R, and then we go from rated R to children. So I would say no, but the thing is, it didn't take me long at all to write it. I was just writing because they were my motivation. My daughter, she's 5, and then I have a son who's 18. So they're my motivation too. And my daughter, she's filled with so much joy. And I was like, I'll write a book about them, actually. But God had other plans for me, and He was just like, nope, you're gonna do this. So
So now I see we have something in common because you said your 5-year old, I bet you that's a girl.
yes,
And your 18-year old, is he a boy?
yes, He is.
Girl, it's something I have a 20, okay, hold on now. A 23-year-old son
Uh-huh.
and a 9-year-old daughter. So yeah,
Oh, okay.
I totally understand
Yeah.
I
Yep.
know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yep.
Jesus.
It just
So,
hey, look, it just be like that. Things happen.
hey, it was Paul Masson. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah. That's right.
So, tell us a little bit about the ABCs of faith. Tell us a little bit about children's book.
Okay, so the children's book, I'm gonna just show you. Alphabet of Faith. So so my son, I'm gonna just start with the cover. The cover is with children with vitiligo. My son, he has vitiligo, so that was really special to me and important to me. What's also important to me, teaching the children in Sunday school, uh, they're learning scriptures, small scriptures. So, and then sometimes when they go to school, kids are cruel. People can be cruel, like they're being bullied or just getting talked about. So I wanted them to know who God says you are. So God
Mm.
said you're this. God said you're that. So that's where the alphabet of faith come in. So A, I am anointed. B, I am blessed. But it also have a Bible verse, a scripture to go along with it as well. And it's a verse to go, a scripture to go with each letter of the alphabet. So they can
Now that
reference to that, go back and reference. See, this is what God said you are. So you listen to this. You don't listen to the people at school. You know.
Now that is awesome because it's an affirmation. So I
Yes.
mean, you can actually literally teach a child the word of God
Yes.
and teach them an affirmation. And if you're like me, you deal well. I try to do one thing a week,
Hmm.
and that would be great.
Hmm.
So you have a critic in your house.
Yeah.
What does she say about mommy's book?
She loves it. Actually, so I have one scripture that she knows by heart. Well, she knows a few by heart, but we call it the 10 finger prayer. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. She loves that. And then it's a girl. She stands with her superhero cape. So, and that's letting her know I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Yeah.
Oh, that's so sweet. Look at you doing your mommy thing.
Yeah.
That is so sweet.
Yeah.
So, who would be your ideal reader? We know they're kids, of course,
Yeah.
but is there a target child that you're looking for, or we
No,
just trying to
actually,
read
no. I was looking,
anybody?
and it's not even directed towards children. Yes, it's a children's book, but it's not only directed towards children because we as adults, when we go to work, there's some people who are mistreating us, or even
Okay.
us. Sometimes we look at other people and say, "Oh, I don't have what they got," or we get jealous of somebody else's blessing. God didn't call us to do that. Why are we getting jealous of their blessing? God bless them. He can bless you as well. So I don't think
Mm.
I really have a target, but it's for children, but I think it's for adults alike too.
Now that's great. That's great. And then the reason why I say that's great is because I think we as adults we kind of forget the little things, the little lessons in life.
Yes.
We always look for this big, grand gesture. Wow. And I am literally telling on myself right now it's the little things that
Yeah.
matter.
Yeah. Yeah.
I hear you, and I'm hearing you in my ears. Yeah, it's the little things that matter.
That's
So, what else are you looking to to make aware within this book? Is there any type of awareness that you're trying to do? And then you're giving us our affirmations. You're speaking life in us. You're speaking life into the kids. You're helping us learn many scriptures that we could take along the day. 'Cause, hey, everybody don't know John 3 and 16, but
That's
I
right.
bet you they know Jesus wept, you know what I'm
That's
saying? So
right.
so what other message are you trying to bring through with your book?
I want I want them to be encouraged and love one another. I have a lot of African American children, but there's some, you know, just all people of color. I want it's not just about black or white. It's all people, all kids. I want them to leave reading that book feeling encouraged, feeling like I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Like God says I'm this. That's amazing. And then just dwell on that. Dwell on what God says you are instead of all the other negativity. That's what I want readers to believe.
Now, that is awesome. That is so awesome. So I'm about to put you on the spot.
Okay.
Which one is your favorite letter?
I would say not I really didn't think about that. Which one is my favorite letter? But maybe prayerful because sometimes it's a lot of stuff going on, especially in the world today. It's dark, the president tripping. So it's just a lot of things going on. And I would say we just need to be more prayerful. So we just got to do that. And that's probably my
Yes.
favorite. And then it's a young lady. Um, the illustration, the young lady, she just sitting there. She just praying, and it's real. It's just beautiful.
So let's talk about your illustrations.
Yeah.
Who and how?
Okay. So the illustrations came from Asmina Pro. She's amazing. So, you know, actually, I would have wanted an African American, to do the illustrations because I just feel like we should just all work together. But it's like it doesn't always go like that. So, I found
Mhm.
her on this website, and I just love her work. She was amazing. It was just like everything I wanted, and she delivered. She did she did her thing with it. So I'm real happy with it too.
Okay, now that's what's up. Shouts out to you, Miss Illustrator.
Yeah.
So, how are you marketing your book? Are you going to schools? Are you going to churches? Are you going to fairs, book signing? How do you plan on marketing your book?
Yeah, so of course, word of mouth. I think that's the biggest. I mean, the internet is the biggest, but also word of mouth because people got big mouths and people can talk. But yeah, I'm gonna do a signing at my church March March 3rd. I'm gonna do a signing there. Then I'm still kind of working out some kinks. I do work also at a school, and so I'm gonna be speaking there. They don't quite have the date, but I'm gonna be speaking there to the children as well.
That is great.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Mm,
I mean, a lot of individuals do not market their books.
mm,
Um, they write the book and say, "Okay, I've written it. That's it." But the fact that you're reaching out and you're going to your workplace, which is school, your church, that is absolutely awesome.
yeah.
So, what made you want to become a writer?
Back back in the day when I was back in the day, when I was young, not kidding. That just came to my head. See, I'm weird like that. I just be thinking about stuff. But anyway,
Me too.
but yeah. So when I was in school, I used to just love reading and writing poems. I will write poems like all the time, and I'll look at this person and I'll write a poem about this person, or I'll write a poem about how I'm feeling, and then I don't know. I used to love to read and write. And I said I'm gonna be a writer. I'm gonna be an author one day. And like I said, God allowed me to do that in 2015. So
And look at you now.
yes,
Oh,
look at God. Yes,
so now I know I sent you some questions,
yes.
but then I also didn't send you some questions.
Okay,
So on my show, we usually do these off the wall questions
okay.
just to
I'm
make
with
you
it.
think. have the all right now. She said she would.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm with it.
let's go. If you can collaborate with any, hmm. So because our book is about faith, if you can collaborate with any Black History Month, of course, African American gospel artist,
Oh, yeah.
who would it be and why?
Well, you hit me with that. I was thinking you're gonna say an author. You just wow.
I was going to say off that first, but I was like, no, that's too easy.
Yeah, because I listen. I had it in my head already who I was gonna say, but now you said gospel. Hmm. Uh, PMJ. I love him, Pastor Mike Jr. That's my dog. I listen. I met him one time. I was so hyped, but I love him. So it's gonna be Pastor Mike Jr.
Okay, so Pastor Mike, no, what would be the title?
Oh, oh my goodness, the title. And we won. I don't know. Like, listen, I don't know. Yeah, probably something like we won or we here. Listen, we here.
All
God
right,
allow us
okay.
to be here. We here.
So let's take in another spin.
Okay.
If you can have any any African American preacher narrate your first book, Young Love, who
Mhm.
would it be? Now,
You know
please
what?
don't say TD Jakes because I can't
No,
see
no, no, no.
TD Jakes.
Now listen, I don't want this to be like a gospel person.
Okay,
Probably, and this is different too, because you know, I'll probably say Monique because the way the word, yeah, the way it's worded, she can deliver.
okay.
Monique
So
can
which
deliver.
Monique? Which
Monique,
Monique? There's Big Monique who was funny. Then we
yeah,
got Mini Monique who was more serious.
Mini Monique probably because
Mini Monique.
Mini
Okay.
Monique, she be on it.
Yeah, she don't play.
Yeah,
She
probably
put you
Mini
in your place.
Monique.
She will put you in your place and then turn
She
around and
will.
ask you, "Are you okay?"
Yes,
Afterwards.
yes.
Okay. So if you can have anybody to put music to your book, let's take it out. What genre would you put your book in if you had to?
I, I probably would still say, uh, uh, hmm, probably hip hop, like a
I had
gospel hip hop kind of.
I had that for you. I
Yeah.
had that for you.
Yeah.
I had hip hop. I had Dietrich Haddon in my head. I can
Okay.
literally see
Yeah.
you doing your book.
Mhm.
And one minute I thought Kirk Franklin, I was like, nah, he too
Yeah.
little. He's a little
I'm
old
still with
school now.
Pastor Mike Jr. Man.
But I can see it. And
Yeah.
see, that's I like how authors can take their books and just take it out of the realm of books and put it in other places.
Yeah.
Because a book is so versatile till it's not funny. I heard someone say that you can make, I think they say 7 or 9 streams of income off of one book.
Mm,
I gotta go back and listen to how they got 5, 6, 7, and 8, but it made so much sense.
mhm.
So if you were not a writer, what else would you do in your fun time?
Well, probably the same thing I do in my fun time. Be a mother,
You
be
still
a wife. That's,
Oh,
and to me, I feel like I'm boring. You know, that's my fun time. You know, I love my family. I love my man. I love my children. You know, that's my fun time.
it's just something being around your family.
Yeah.
It's something like, yes, there's so much to do out there, but I mean, for me, I say how much I pay in rent, and that's cool. Yeah, I'm gonna enjoy my family for a little while. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Plus the price of grocery going up. I might have to look at y'all, eat y'all food, and enjoy it too.
Listen,
Okay.
yes. Hmm.
So, what else is up for you, Miss Jones? What else should we look for in 2025?
Maybe just more promotion. Listen, there might be another children's book coming out first. Now,
Ooh.
I'm not gonna give it a release date or anything, but because listen, I was writing about three children's books at one time. Like I said, I was writing about my kids first, so I can see that probably in the near future.
Now hold up. Three books at one. How did you keep it all separated?
With the children's book, it seemed like it was much easier. So I don't know, I was just doing.
Just going with the flow, huh?
Yeah, women can do anything. So
Yeah. We can do 50 million and one and then sometimes forget about that one.
yeah,
And that one would be us
yeah,
doing
that's
everything
right.
else.
That's right. That's right. You're right about that.
So we already know what else to look for. We know how to get your book. Is there anything you would like to say to your new readers, your old readers, your up and coming readers, and anybody else who will see this podcast?
So I would say to my old readers, um, watch your growth. My new readers, let your light shine. Be who God has called you to be. Up and coming readers, read.
Yes. Yes, especially nowadays, everyone.
Yeah,
Reading is more than just fundamental nowadays.
yeah,
Readings will show you all of what you need to know.
yeah,
Because literally now, everything is what you don't want somebody to know, you put it in a book. And nowadays, that is so real.
hmm,
So real, everybody. So take
yeah,
your time out, read with your kids, read with your family, because guess what? I would like to say happy African American Children's Book Week to you, ma'am.
yes.
That
Thank
is
you.
next week, you guys. It
Yes.
is African American Children's Book Week. So, since we know that, how about you tell us how we can get your book and celebrate that week with you?
Yes. So you can go on Amazon. It's on Amazon. Alphabet of Faith. I am by yours truly. You can also get it from Goodreads. And if you know me, just holler.
Well, you know what, Miss Jones, I thank you for coming on our show and for telling us about your book. You guys, all the links for her books will be found on our podcast page, blog page for her. Um, but before we do that, we got to know how we can follow you.
Oh, yeah. So my Facebook is author Sharday. Um, Shartae, because it's whole way how people be spelling their name. My Twitter and Instagram is simply Sharday J, and that's it.
And my understanding is that you have a website
Yes,
also.
my website simplyshardayj.com.
All right. Can your book also be purchased off your website?
Yes, ma'am. But it's gonna send you to the Amazon link.
I'm sending you to the Amazon. Hey,
Yep.
let the man in the middle do all the work. That's what I'm
I
talking about.
right.
So, you guys, if you look at the bottom, you'll see all of her information strolling. We want to thank you for being with us
I
tonight,
thank you so
man.
much for having me. It was fun. I appreciate you. You're so
It
amazing.
was. Thank you. You're going to have to come back and maybe you could read your book online to us.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
You might
Give
have
y'all
to.
a little bit of words of affirmation. For sure.
There, there we go. Help us, uplift the kids and everybody else we
That's
know,
right.
okay?
That's right.
Well, you guys, it's another Tuesday night. We have Miss Sade Jones and her book, The ABCs of Faith,
Alphabet of
and it's an
faith. I am.
affirmation,
Yep.
alphabets of faith. You guys go ahead and grab your copy. Remember, she said it's on Amazon. So on tomorrow, oh, there goes that beautiful cover. And oh, y'all, the little girl has the cutest hair. I want that hair. Okay. I'm sitting up here trying to grow locks, y'all, and everybody telling me to trust the journey. But
Trust
oh,
the
you lock.
process. Trust it. Yeah. I was living through my son and then I just got the micros. Trust the process. Yeah. Do it.
Oh Lord, the trust in the process is, boy, it's scary up here.
I understand though. I understand.
My daughter's a lockhead. And she's
Okay.
beautiful. And the
Yes.
thing's too long and she does a swinging. I
Yes.
want to swing too. Ain't
Yes.
nothing moving, but I want to swing. But thank you guys for joining us tonight. Miss Jones, you are a lovely person. We're
Thank
going to
you.
go ahead and get your books. You guys, remember, no book is an old book because not everybody has read every book. Good night, everyone. Bye. It's Tuesday night and we got another book down. Oh, Tuesday night and we got another